Fuck. Damn. That's in the house, baby. 2015, I said I was gonna stay Louisville. 2016, I said I was gonna come through politicking. I was gonna come through like, come through like the dope bitch dad. Like the dope bitch dad. Dope bitch dad. Like the dope bitch dad. Do the dope bitch dad. Dope bitch dad. Also they mad. Just dope bitch dad. Dope bitch dad. Dope bitch dad. Do the dope bitch dad.
I'm a trap queen. Okay. Hey.
This thing was like, I bet you I keep going.
It's doing what it wants to do. So we just gonna go with the ease and flow of it. Okay.
Right. We doing our doggone thing.
We're doing our doggone thing.
How you doing?
Boo.
It's me. It's your girl, Rochelle McConico.
And your girl TK Fairley. And welcome to Not Another Black Show. Not another one.
Perspective.
And our crazy ass humor.
Really crazy ass humor.
Because I really just feel like cussing.
And some wise black folks, some wise ones.
Wise one. Can inspire your best life ever.
Live your best life. So let's start the show.
Hey. And we're doing this. Let's start the show.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, the day to get out here and trick some people. Don't treat them. I treat people every day. This is the only day I trick them. I'm not a trick, but I trick them.
The day where tricking people is okay.
It's okay.
The day where doing a trick is okay.
It is the trick holiday. The trick holiday.
A trick holiday. A trick
holiday. Trick treat. Hey, you better put them titties in the camera.
Hey.
If I had some titties, I put them in the camera too, but I had to. I put the 7 in there.
See it. You know what they need to see? They need to see some words of wisdom, brought to you by a black person.
A wise black person. So here we go. This week is this episode is like touching to me. This is probably the only, and I'm finna tell you why. First, I'm gonna tell you who it is from. It's from Colin Powell.
Oh man.
Yeah. And we chose this quote. He was breathing. Like he was walking this earth in physical form. Now he is not. Yeah. And he has now joined the heavenly choir. I found me a choir. Hey, that helped me staying in the heavenly choir. But listen. Y'all know I'm goofy. To me, death is not death. It's like you are reconnecting with the source, with God. Now you know everything. So Colin Powell probably found out he was wrong about a lot of shit.
Yeah, Colin Powell was like, so it wasn't just Iraq that I was wrong.
Yeah. It was Afghanistan. It was, but there were many things that the man was right about. And the reason why it's so dear to my heart, because he's probably the only Republican that I really like and actually looked up to. Like, I would call him a conservative Democrat. He just didn't know he was. Like he
was changing stuff. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So yes. So and he's a veteran, General Colin Powell. So since Veterans Day is coming up, salute, sir. Salute. I don't even know if I did that right. Wait.
I don't think I can do that.
It's been a minute since I've been in. On the eyebrow, like this, yeah. Took your thumb. That's it. Oh, that finger will never go down. My drill sergeant used to be like, put that finger down. I'd be like, that's my T finger. Can't put that down. But anyway, back to Mr. Colin Powell, General Colin Powell. Here's the words of wisdom. Y'all ready for this? It's so easy and simple. This man said something so powerful in 2 sentences. He said, have a vision, be demanding. Wow. Ain't that powerful?
Yes, it is.
Powerful, man.
Yes, it
Like
is. Very powerful.
he
I think about that and I'm just like, how do you have what is that like 5 words? Have a vision, be demanded. 5 words and have so much meaning. Words are powerful. Words are
words and the meaning behind them.
mm-hmm.
The person that said it was in the military. He was in the military when black people couldn't even be generals. Think about that.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
actually saw it change. You know, he actually watched at my activist cup. He actually saw it continue to grow and had faith that it would continue to grow.
Have
Um,
faith.
yes, he had faith because you got to if you're gonna have a vision and be demanding, you got to have faith in that vision.
Okay, okay. Well then tell me how you gonna put that in the cookout? You
Oh
gonna season the
man,
meat with that?
I think. Oh yeah, I think that's some really good seasoning. You know, I might use a little bit of that with some garlic powder and some onion powder. You know, um,
Gotta have a garlic powder,
that
onion
is
powder. I mean,
seasoning,
help out.
people. That's right. Salt is not seasoning. Okay, my white people. Nah.
I be
Okay,
watching the videos. They
you
be
gotta
doing this with a
listen.
little
Yeah, you
bit of
flick the
sprinkle.
wrist. You gotta drop that seasoning on there. Have a vision. Be demanding.
Oh
Boom.
yeah.
Put it on the grill. But what I'm saying is, I'm gonna work on. I think I'm gonna bring this from a comedic standpoint as well as I think I'm gonna mention a little bit about Dave Chappelle in this because he has a vision and he has definitely been demanded. And the man is probably the richest comedian ever right now, or ever. Period. And he's a rock star. So I'm gonna add that in there, a little bit of day. Put a little bit of last week we had some potato salad. This week I think I'm gonna do a little bit of let's do some mashed potatoes. Let's take that shit and mash it up. You still gotta put some garlic in that shit though. Don't just don't and no instant. This ain't instant, so this ain't instant. This
Oh
is
no.
this is straight up peel the potatoes and throw them in the pot. And stop,
Yeah.
white people, stop put. I'm talking about this on my cookout, but stop putting potato salad and baked potatoes. I mean, potatoes and baked potato, mashed potato, all in one pot, and call it potato salad. No, my mama will have your throat off with her
No.
head. Just say it.
No.
What you talking
With
about,
her head.
Rochelle?
So
Off with her
I
head.
am going to talk about in the topic of the day, just talk about how you have to be able to see it first. I think that idea of having a vision, like you have to be the first person that believes in you.
Mm,
Um, and a lot of times we waiting for somebody else to believe in us. And when they believe in us, then we have the courage to believe in ourselves. But truth be told, we need to be able to believe in ourselves
have to.
because when we see it, we can make other people see it. Things that they weren't able to see, they'll be able to see. So we're gonna get into it. Chop it up.
Mm.
Chop it up. Chop it
Jumping in, jumping in,
up. Oh,
jumping, jumping.
so TK,
Well,
um, we were going to do our interview. This is normally when we do our like interview section, but
mm-hmm.
that's not what we're doing today.
Nah, we ain't doing that today.
uh, I was, like we could talk about all the things that I was gonna do. I thought about wearing a outfit for
You
the
got
show.
an outfit. You naked?
Oh yeah, I'm vulnerable. That's my nakedness. Oh,
She's. Oh,
hey.
that was
Oh,
good.
no, I thought about wearing a wig, but time when I started thinking about putting a wig on, Stangela started coming up my throat,
Oh,
and I said, "Girl, you are not,
we're gonna have
Stangela
to.
is not invited to the show."
We're gonna have to bring Angela on one day though because I miss her. I haven't seen her since what's that June when we
Yeah,
had the Amuse Bouche.
yeah,
And I enjoyed Stangela. I really like when Stangela comes out, and I like to call her Stangela. I like when Stangela comes out, and and talks about, like, we be talking about heavy stuff, and Stunge will be like, yeah, mm-hmm, but okay, I got money. My daddy got money. Forget all that.
She be trying to keep you on your toes.
She keeps me on my toes. I love her. I really do. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, here comes Stangela, y'all ain't ready. And other times I'll be like, yeah, because I know I'm about to laugh. I know I'm about to laugh. Get it. Get it. I know I'm about to laugh.
For those of you who do not know Stangela, I'm being very free with just calling her by her first name. But she is Stangela Angela Hemsworth Kingsley Winthrop Farouk Adams III.
The third.
And she is a billionaire heiress that comes by a couple times a year just to give all the people I love hell.
Yep. She's very good at it.
Shit and get out of there.
She's very good at it. She don't even try. It just happens. Like,
so hopefully in the Not Another Black Show history, maybe there'll be a time where we let
oh yeah,
her
she coming.
her moments.
I've already invited her, so she's coming. I like when she comments on my post on Facebook. I'll be crying. It'd be something so, like, I might post something so serious and she come through like, yeah, because my dad or something crazy, and I was like, okay, Steph, thank you for the laugh, because we needed to loosen up. She come through and breaks all the ice, baby. She don't put no crack in there. She break that bitch up and she serve it to you. Okay. I'm just saying.
Yes, indeed. Well, technically she has a butler that serves it, but she does tend to break her own ice.
She definitely does. And everybody else's. She does that.
Yeah.
I love her.
Since we don't have we're not doing a guest today, I want to get into the topic of the day. I'm excited. I want to get right into.
Are we gonna dig in there? We just gonna jump in there like that? All right.
Let's jump in there. I'm ready.
All right. So I guess it's my turn.
Seasoning.
We're going to the cookout.
Yes.
We're about to get to the cookout.
Yes. Welcome.
Welcome to the cookout, B. All right. So in case you don't know what the cookout is, this is my description that I came up with the cookout, and I say it every time my segment starts. So I'm going to say it this time. This is no different. Okay. TK's cookout is where the black people talk about shit that we don't never talk about in front of white people. Okay? These are the things you only hear at a cookout, not a barbecue. Barbecue all nice and dainty. At a cookout, baby. No, I ain't gonna let me hear that now. It's too hard to put it back in this bird. It might be down before it's over, though. It might be those. But welcome to the cookout, bitch.
Yes. I'm here.
We're going to put this on the grill. All right, so the words of wisdom this week are have a vision, be demanding. I think I'm going to put this on my wall because I change my wall up all the time. I want to show y'all, but I don't because it's a little messy over there. But be demanding is probably the thing that we get lost in, because most of us have a vision, right? Most of us have a vision, and a lot of us just stop there. So you ask for things. God's working on those things, the source, energy, whatever you may call it. It's an entity that you cannot see. It's working on those things, and we feel like we should have it right now when the joy is in the journey. So the joy is in the journey. Your vision is so clear to God. He's so clear to God, but when it's time to be demanding, we are demanding in ways of motivation instead of inspiration. That's a whole different type of movement. Yeah. Motivation where it's off. Inspiration, as soon as you get it, you can't help but go there. You can't help it. You just gotta go and do whatever direction God is sending you in.
Yes.
Okay. So be the man. These are the things that I typed in real quick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go to my funny part real quick. So last night I had a vision, but I'm not gonna be demanding of it because I did not like that vision. It was actually a dream, like literally. And I woke up sweating, and I was like, I don't want it. But I had to concentrate on why did I have that dream? Where did it come from? What was I thinking about the night before? Blah 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 blah. But it don't even matter because what matters is in the moment, right?
Yeah.
So Harriet Tubman, if she had no dream, I think she could have actually said this. She probably did say have a vision and be demanded because had she
Wait,
not been
you saying the
falling
black
asleep,
man cribs off her? You saying Colin Powell stole it? Colin Powell
maybe
steal.
maybe a little bit of plagiarism. I don't know. Maybe or the ancestor Harriet Tubman, her spirit could have just sprinkled a little bit of seasoning into Colin Powell's, and he was in alignment at that moment when he said that. Maybe that happened.
Okay.
My old boss used to do this shit all the time.
By the way, if y'all
Why you
hear,
pointing at your nose?
by the way, if you hear people in the background, it's because I'm in a cafeteria.
At the club. Oh my bad.
Yeah. So that's real life. That's where we at.
Yeah, club cafeteria.
Yes. I'm just gonna keep doing breasts. It's just all. See, y'all think I'm doing breasts. I'm trying to do shoulders, but the girls be like, yeah. Okay, so Harriet Tubman,
Yeah, she actually could have said this.
Was smoking. Got it.
Yeah. Colin Powell rolled her up, some of her ashes up, and smoked it, and that is how he got this whole. He rolled her up, smoked it, and was like, "That's why she kept falling asleep." See what I'm saying? So she fell asleep. She had this vision. She got up. She was demanding with that damn gun, and that was that. So this is if nobody had a vision, we as Black people in this country would not be where we are physically. Well, we have to still work on our mental, but physically we would not be here. We would still be over here, and Harriet, people would be like, y'all don't want to be free, so I'm just gonna go to Canada. I'm just saying, like, you got to think about that type of thing. Like, what if we did not have visions? Black Wall Street would not have been here. A white girl wouldn't be making a video today talking about pop that pee. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that. If we not had, white girl would not be twerking. She would not be twerking. You know what I'm saying? Had it not been for a vision of us,
if we
had the vision of twerking.
White people wouldn't have been able to steal it. That's what I hear.
You got it. I knew you was gonna get it because you're a smart chick. Smart. You got it. Just saying, we did not have a vision, but white people would not steal it. They would not have stolen any of our culture at all. They right now cookout. They're right now trying to have a cookout like today.
Like, come on, man.
And somebody bought some chicken salad loaded with raisins.
Loaded with raisins.
There's only so much you can do. Like, you cannot incorporate this type of DNA in you. Your DNA is what it is. So it's only so much you can do, white people. You can just have barbecues and get-togethers. You cannot have cookouts. It's in the DNA. You can come to a cookout.
You can have get-togethers.
And you can have get-togethers now.
You can have gatherings.
You can have that's it.
And we know you can have picnics.
Oh,
okay. Sorry. I'm back. I came back.
We rarely have picnics. We have cookouts.
Yeah, no, because picnic that usually has a whole bunch of people, like women, children, men, thousands of people, maybe someone getting lynched. A picnic. Standard definition.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
Business.
Yeah, y'all getting the business today, bro. Y'all getting all the feelings, like everything. Like Y'all getting all the feelings that I've been holding in to this week. I've been holding in, right. And I've been doing a lot of meditation. So a lot of y'all don't get, but also in my meditations, one of my visions that come to me is tell white people how you feel. Fuck them. That's one of the visions that I have all the time. Like, tell people how you feel, man. If you love them, you love them. If you don't want to fuck with them, I don't want to fuck with you. So I'm not. And I don't have to give you a reason why. One girl was like, it's because I'm white, ain't it? Maybe. Who's to say?
So with the have a vision and be demanding, the part that spoke most to you was the be demanding part?
Yeah,
or the have a vision
you're gonna
part?
have. Yeah, because you're gonna have vision. You're gonna have a vision. You're gonna have many dreams. It's in us. It's in our to. That's what a vision is. You're asking. You see things that you like. Something you want to do. There's a passion. Something stirs inside of you when this a certain subject come up or whatever it is, or that you want a big house. All of us have vibrational currency in our DNA because we ask all the time. It's constant. If you see something you don't like, you actually want this, and God starts working on that for you. Be demanding. The be demanding part is where we get lost in the sauce. You have to be able to move when you're inspired instead of, and that will be demanding. Your spirit, your vibrations is what's demanding. It ain't nothing that just come out your mouth. Words don't teach. Words ain't nothing but empty words without feeling. So your vibrations, your feelings, your mood, in actually what you receive back. So that is being demanding on whatever level. You can be demanding without even saying a word, for real. Especially black women, we got that shit down pat, baby. I think that's in our DNA.
You gotta do the eyes.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Or this our favorite. That right there. What? I know that's big.
I know I'm not seeing what I think I'm seeing.
That whole listen, and then every black woman masters that because our mothers have done that to us, or someone in our family that we look up to that's a female, that's a woman, has done that, and it comes naturally. Like we'd be like, I mean, Rochelle ain't even got kids, and she mastered it. You see what I'm saying? Like it doesn't just come with motherhood. I think you learn that by the age of 5. You just my little grandbaby, she do it now. She just turned 1 today. Happy birthday, baby girl. But she gonna watch this. But she might though. The little thing, something else. She might be sitting here watching it. Who knows? She's something else. But yeah, that my whole takeaway is to be demanding, but the be demanding part is not being in control. It's not running around and punch people in the throat because they're not doing what you want them to do. Being demanding is getting that in your energy, and you don't even have to say a word. Things will come to you, and people will be like, why? How are you moving like this? You did this without even saying a word. Like my mama be cussing my daddy out and not even cussing. She be demanding all the time, and then my daddy get frustrated because he can't be demanding as she is, because her energy has overpowered the room. So he got no choice but to do what she say. But be demanding about what you dreaming. Don't ever let nobody. This goes with keep your thoughts to yourself until they are strong enough to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Until they're strong enough to move. Don't ever put your dreams in somebody else's lap. Don't ever put your dreams in someone else's hands. They're in your hands. Be demanding in that way. Don't let go of your vision.
Be demanding. Be demanding. Be demanding. Be demanding. Be demanding. I was saying, we gonna make it into the song.
I was waiting.
Sorry, I was jamming.
Be demanding. But yeah, that's in this quote. Something going on with my connection.
No.
Oh, you still see me?
Do I still see you? Yes, I still see you.
Okay, cool.
You're there. You're there, honey. You exist. You are real. You are you.
I am me.
I am. Ooh, amen. I am me. Yo, soy yo. There's a song for that. Soy yo. Soy yo. Okay, I'm back.
I'm
So
gonna do the percolate while you singing that song.
it's time for the percolate. It's
Hey,
time.
it's time for the
What's this song?
percolate.
It's time for the twerculator. It's
Oh,
time
it's
for
time for the circulator. Don't do that, cause then it's gonna be a white girl that's come up with the whole entire song for that,
that.
and it's just not gonna go well.
But that's a City Girls. That's a City Girls song. Time for the
Oh,
circulator. Yes.
see how
So
much I pay attention? If it ain't CeeLo, if it ain't
well,
CeeLo, I ain't listening too much.
you know what I'm gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Go into the topic of the day.
Go
Topic
ahead.
of the day.
Mm,
Topic of the day. You know,
mm.
so I always put the topic of the day like bing bing. We about to get into some discussion about some stuff that might not be. It might be controversial sometimes. We
It's
might
gonna
not see
be.
eye to eye sometimes, but that's okay. Whether we see eye to eye or not, we are dope. We are
We
dope. You know what?
we
Let's.
dope.
I'm going to talk about that just for a second. That's a little off topic, but I do want to get into that. You can love people, be friends with them, think they're the best thing ever, and not always agree with them. That
Mm,
doesn't mean that they hate you. Okay, all right, we go. All
that's
right,
it right there.
it's not always hate. Maybe it's just I disagree. Okay, sometimes, just sometimes.
Sometimes.
You know, everything ain't a nail, and everything don't need a hammer. Okay, you gotta have
Ooh,
tools in your toolbox. Okay, I'm
ooh.
gonna leave that right there just for a second and go into the topic of the day.
I like that.
I don't know who that was for, but
Say that
it
again. It might have been for me. Say that again.
well, it's just that you have to treat situations differently. It's all about context, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
every situation is not a nail, and every tool you have shouldn't be a hammer. Okay, you got to have different tools to deal with different people, different vibes, different energy, and understand that even though we could be all talking about the same subject, depending on how we talk about it, how we come to it, or whatever, you got to bring a different tool. Okay, to talk to that person. You don't just come with your hammer and bash them over the head every time.
They might
Okay,
just have a little screw loose. They might just have just a little bit of a screw loose, and you tighten it up.
they need a little adjustment. That's
I
all.
used to keep an electric screwdriver with me with my brother till he got his medicine right, because he had a bunch of screws loose.
I didn't do conventional medicine. I have a screwdriver. I was gonna screw his head off correctly.
I will screw this shit on there, and I don't even know what you call a wrench, and a wrench,
Yeah.
screwdriver and a wrench.
Uh, oh, maybe you were playing Clue. Okay, that sounds like Clue with lead pipe, rope. That movie, that TV show. I mean, game Clue. This chill. Hold on for a second. This little chill hop that's in the background is getting on my nerves.
Uh-oh.
Hush. I won't say what I won't say.
Turn around and say, shh, filming in progress. White people.
I should have put that on the table right here.
Yeah.
So let me get into the topic today, and I just want to say that when you have the quote is have a vision and be demanding. And when I first heard it, what stuck with me was the be demanding part because I think oftentimes we allow people to trample our dreams and trample our visions and change our visions because we give it to them. As TK said, you giving it to them before it's ready to really stand, and so you giving it to them where it's kind of still mushy, and you can't give that to everybody. That you might not be able to give that to anybody, right? Noah can't go to the. He got a vision. He supposed to build an ark. He can't go up to people and be like, "Hey, man, so I don't know. I had this idea, like maybe building a boat. What you think the dimensions should be? How do you feel about boats? And you wind up with a dinghy trying to put all these animals on it. You can't do that. Sometimes your vision is big, be demanding about what it is going to be and hold firm to that, right? But today, what really stuck to me was the have a vision piece itself. Because TK's right, you're gonna get a vision, right? God go if you are in alignment, if you pushing forward, you on this earth, you're gonna get visions of things that you can do, that you should do, right? Because it's in the ether. It's Harriet Tubman sending down, something for Colin Powell to smoke on. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's all there, but that vision is a gift to you. And so if you get a gift like that, you have to believe it first. Because the truth is, people, they didn't get that vision. So they don't see what you see. You know what I'm saying? And they looking around at the world that is and you looking at the world that's going to be.
You better
Okay?
preach. Oh, you preaching today.
If you're looking at the world that's going to be and they looking at what is, they gonna tell you your vision ain't what it ain't right. That you can't do. They're gonna speak maybe out of their own fear. We talked about that on the last episode, right?
Yo, where
They
my
might
towel at? I'm about to throw a towel at you. You done for the day. You preach. Sing it. You better say that, preach.
man, let me
You
get the
say
A and B selection. Okay. But that idea of like, because when you have a vision and you see it and you believe it, people will come along. The people that are supposed to be a part of that will show
Mm.
up. They will just show. I mean, they won't. They show up. I'm telling you from experience.
Hey, y'all too loud back there.
Things going on. There's a trauma alert. Okay, trauma alert. Bless them. So
As long as it's not a shooting alert, we're good.
if you see me jump up from the table, show over.
Show is automatically over.
But yeah, TK, I just want to drop a little bit of that and just be like, it's hard. The first person you got to convince is yourself, because you have a lot of things in your mind that can keep you from not doing. And
Mm.
sometimes you go and bring your vision to people either that you think are going to support you and then they don't, or you bring it to people that because of your trauma, you bring it to people that going to cut it down, right? You bring it to them hoping that they're going to do something different, but you know that they're going to cut that dream down because
Mm.
you're afraid and you're looking for confirmation wherever it is. You're looking for that confirmation either to be afraid or to push forward or whatever. I'm telling you, believe first, and then
You have
once you
to.
believe, all the rest, the universe will move in such a way to provide for your vision.
Girl. I'm gonna go to sleep. This is like after church, you take a nap. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna go take a nap. Wow. Like that was on the nose, and that was definitely, when you get in and you see a dream, you have a dream and you get a little frustrated. People tell you this, tell you that, tell you ain't, don't do that because of the money, or don't do this because of this. And they act like you're going to ask them for some money.
Yeah.
And I haven't even asked you for nothing. I'm just saying, but here's the thing. Do you really have to have someone that you know to support you? So you're going to ask someone that knew you when you were sick to support
Mm.
you in your health? You
Mm.
knew someone that knew you when you was poor to support you in your wealth? Because they're still poor. And the only vision they have of you, not saying they still poor, let me take it back. Let me say that better. The only vision that they have of you is the past vision. Even the
Yes.
one they're looking at now is still a past vision, because what you see is in front of, is ahead of you. What you trying to do, and Rochelle is absolutely right, sis. You nailed it. Man, I feel like we having our regular ass conversations on the phone. We do this all the time, y'all. I feel like we having one of our regular conversations on the phone, and one of us hit the nail, and we both be like, "I'm finna shout."
Yes. I spend a lot of
What a
time
church
talking to
music.
TK like, yeah, I'm just yeah, girl. You right, do better. Yes, yes.
Listen, it's so crucial though that you do get in. That is being in alignment, by the way. This is what alignment is. When your thoughts feel good to you, you are in alignment because now you're in love. You're in love. In love. You are moving in love with you, with the inner being that's inside of you. That's what you're doing. And Colin Powell, thank you. Because some simple 2 sentences. Be demanding. You have to be demanding for you though, not from nobody else. That doesn't mean go to somebody else and be like, you better give me this. What it does is it gets into your vibrations because we feel that's what vibrations are. You feeling from God what's right and what's wrong. That's why you have these what feels good, what feels right. What doesn't feel right, that means you're moving away from the love and you're moving out of alignment. But our flesh, our physical, what we interpret with our physical senses, can really mess you up if that's all you're focusing on.
Yeah.
And you focus on the inner being, the God that's in you. I was just saying, let me say this real quick. I know this ain't my time. This ain't my signal. I just need to say
No. We talking.
this morning, every morning I wake up and I do my meditations and I drink my tea or coffee or whatever. This week it's been tea. Is what I've been feeling. So this morning I was sitting out in my car because that's my office, my quiet time. Nobody comes out and messes with me hardly. And I was sitting out drinking and I was listening to some things and what occurred to me was Jesus and how Jesus went to the temple as a kid and he was getting into alignment. And a lot of us thought that he was studying the word of God, like written. He was studying what was in his heart. He was learning how to be in alignment way more often than we could ever be. And he started as a kid. Think about it. If we could start our kids off to teaching them how it feels to be in alignment, to have faith.
Right.
So I was like, well, Jesus healed people from a well place. But the same God that was in him is in us. What are we doing? The same God, the same God that he had in him, we got in us. The same God. He did not change. The source did not change. The God did not change. The universe did not change. All that is, the source of all that is and ever will be, did not change. That's what that means. When they say God does not change, he's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore, it's in you. Love. We got all these religious things and all these religious beliefs and how we want man to move so we can feel better about ourselves and so we can feel superior about how where we are in our life. You changing the conditions, but you ain't searching here. Conditions. Unconditional love is regardless of what the conditions are, you are in love, in alignment. Your thoughts and your heart matches. Your thoughts, even when you think thoughts that are not pleasing or serving you, that means that you're not in alignment and you feel off. You ever just been like, man, I just thought about something, it made me feel something from your past and it hurt me. And I'm still sitting in that pain or I feel frustrated about it. And God that's in you is still sitting there in love because he's never going to leave love to join you in your misery.
Yes.
So he's sitting there like, baby, I'm here. Okay, it's cool. Go on and feel how you feel. But when you're ready, I'm here. On the occasion that you don't deliberately get into love and you accidentally slip in there, I'm going to grab you real quick and hold tight. And then when you get through feeling the way you're feeling or something else knocks you off, I'm going to still be here. I'm not leaving love to get into your sickness. That is why Jesus was so important and still is. That example that he set, it ain't about what he did. He broke every commandment. He fed people on the Sabbath. He did, I ain't gonna say every commandment because he ain't killed nobody, but.
Was he?
Huh? I can't hear you, Rochelle.
Was he also with Mary Magdalene, holding Mary Magdalene down?
Probably because whatever is pleasing. Here's the thing: man has set up laws, and it don't feel right. It don't feel right when they tell me I can't have but one husband. I don't want no husband really, but when they tell me I can't have but this one that. But my heart is full of love for a couple of people that I actually jive with, and society has subscribed to that. And if you don't be that way, if you're anything besides if you're anything besides whatever they think think, then you will never be happy. Ever. You will never be happy looking for happiness in other people. You will never be happy looking for happiness in the Bible or any other religion. Because if you're not aligned with love, if that religion does not bring you in alignment with love and it demands so much of what you don't do or shouldn't do, baby, you're going to perish. You're going to hurt. You're hurting yourself, and you're not going to join alignment until you die.
You know, someone told me when I was first, it wasn't when I was first being a Christian, because I was clearly, I grew up Christian. But when I was an adult trying to find a church to go to and trying to understand God, a friend of mine said, you know, Christianity and Jesus and all that is one way of understanding God. It is to help. He was like, God is so big that our minds cannot actually conceive of just how big God
Ooh, I
is.
got chills.
So because of that, we can only take a piece, right? We can only take a piece that we can understand. And so if you choose a certain religion that helps you to get to God, helps you get into alignment, that's fine. There'll be many different ways for you to get to God. But God
Absolutely
is
fine.
in so many things that you really need to find what fits for you and speaks to your spirit to help you align to this bigger source. Like if you sitting around being like, the only way I can get to God is through Christianity. The only way I can get to God is through being a Muslim or Buddhist or whatever, and then you hating on somebody else, keeping them away from God. What is you doing? See, the reason I had to stop. The reason I had to slow down a little bit, step off the gas, and be like, look, this is not how I relate to the world anymore, is because I was like, I don't believe in anything that keeps people away from God. And
Oh my God.
if I'm going to church and somebody is saying, well, you know, because you gay, you can't be in here.
I need to take my hair down. Hold on, let me take my hair down. I got shout.
I'm like, I don't understand. I really don't. Like, hold on. So you saying that God forgives all different types of people? I can sit up in here with murderers, taking people off this earth. I can sit up in here with pedophiles that is gonna go touch somebody at their house today after they leave this church house.
Or in the church.
Okay. Thank you. But that's okay. But if they are in love with someone of the same sex, something is wrong with them.
What you call the same sex?
No.
They're not going to heaven.
No, we talking about what they say. What was it? We having a human experience. We all are just housed in a body. We are just souls housed in a body. Maybe that person is in love with your soul, okay? And they don't care what body it came in.
I know somebody that did that. They actually married they actually married a woman, and knowing they did not, that woman was the only woman they was gonna ever love like that in that romantic way. And it has at this point, when they broke up, she went back to me. She went back to me because she was like, I was in love with her soul, her spirit. And she still is, I'm sure, because they have this connection. But wow, just when she said that, and that was many years ago when she told me that, and that's always stuck with me. I can't, there's no way I can judge somebody, period, and tell them where they can and cannot go when I didn't even create them. I'm not even responsible for them. I'm only responsible to myself. I am not responsible to anybody else to change their life or
Yeah.
make them do anything.
No.
You
No.
have a responsibility to yourself.
Come on.
You got to like a responsibility to you. You can responsibility to anybody else if you want to. You got that. But why be unhappy? Why is it so hard that we gotta convince people to be happy? Like why do somebody gotta convince you to be happy? Why?
Now, come on. Come on.
God, why?
That's the truth. I
My
mean,
stomach growling. Can y'all hear that?
I think you like church going along today. I'm gonna have to have me a snack out of my purse.
But for real, man, for real, this has really like, man. When I tell you, this is much needed. This is a much needed conversation. Things work out the way they're supposed to work out.
They
Don't work
do.
out the way you want them to, especially
They
when you've
do.
handed it over to source.
They
You done
do.
gave God the will, and then you try to take it back. Be like, no, I don't want you to do that. And then y'all wreck. Like, and before the wreck, he steps out the car like, see, I'm still here though. Whenever you decide to get back in love, which is a whole different feeling than liking and loving something or someone. When you are in love with yourself, you can't do no wrong. You can't hurt nobody. It's absolutely impossible when you are in alignment to hurt someone.
Ooh. And it's the alignment that's the big point, right?
Yep.
That's the alignment that makes that difference. Like I think what times I myself forget is that when we're talking about this have a vision, be demanding. When you're in this world, you getting information from so many places. You getting information from your friends and your family. You getting information from your inner self. You getting information from God. You getting information from the trees, from the wind, from the sun. You are always getting something. You are always being fed. So you have the ability to decide where you put your energy and where you put your focus. And if you align your mind and your heart, if you believe in yourself and believe in the God that made you,
You better say that, baby.
what do you not do? What are you incapable of? What is beyond
Absolutely
your reach?
impossible.
There's nothing. There's nothing beyond your reach. And I think we're in a place where we're struggling to be happy because we have been taught that way.
Yeah.
The world has been pressing against, especially for Black women. Hallelujah. We've been going through for so doggone long,
Man.
and holding it for so long.
So long.
I was talking to one of my family members, and she just casually mentioned suicide. Okay, not that she was gonna do it, but she mentioned it just in the air like that, like as if it was a joke. Like, yeah, I'm just so tired. I might just take some pills and go on in. And she just said it like nothing, like it was nothing.
Casual.
Yeah. And then we were on the phone. It was like 3 people on the phone, and then the next person that was on the phone goes, well, I could just jump off a bridge right now. I'm so tired. And I said, wait a minute. What the energy that we putting out there? I said, hold on. We got to breathe. We got to breathe, and we got to calm ourselves, and we got to find some peace, because this world will continue to kick you in the teeth. That's kind of just what it does.
Yep.
You are too precious, too much of a gift to this world to just go on in. You know what I'm saying?
Better say that.
You can rest, you can fall down, you can cry, you can break down. Guess what? Eventually, you get on back up.
That's
and
right.
Keep going and find your happiness. I don't care if it's talking about your kids or taking a walk or whatever. Find your happiness. Let it be small. Because if you take a small way that you can be happy and continue to expound on it and push it,
it will grow.
It will grow.
It gains momentum.
Yes, indeed.
Just the same as your negative thoughts. So you ever had a bad day and then be like, man, I'm just having a bad. You proclaim that day. from your heart that it's a bad day. This is a bad day, but the source in you is like, no, but I'm here. I'm having a bad day, and you keep that thought going for as little as a minute and a half. You thinking that thought, and it's growing now. Now it's out there. It's out there.
Yeah.
And you continue to have bad days.
That's right.
You continue to have bad days. Yep, because it grows.
Whatever you plant, whatever seed you plant and you grow, that's what it's gonna be.
That's what it's gonna be.
What you water.
Whatever you water.
That's a weed. Don't water it no more.
Don't water weeds. Weeds grow. Weeds grow with or without you. They coming. Okay, with or without you. So the best thing to do is find your happy space. Give it 15 minutes. Being happy for 15 minutes out of the day, carefree for 15 minutes out of the day, can heal your whole body. Can heal your whole body. So, y'all, I want you to understand. Choose happiness. Why I gotta beg you?
Choose happiness, god dang it.
Choose happiness. What the hell wrong with you?
Hey, man.
Get happy.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about this conversation. It has been a stone cold blessing. Like you said, sometimes you just get into a conversation, or things happen a way that you didn't think they was gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't nothing but a blessing.
Ain't nothing but a blessing.
Talking to you, TK, today on Not Another Black Show has been a beautiful gift. So tell me now, what are you nabbing? What are you taking away from this conversation?
Don't worry. Boom, 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 boom. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Ain't got no money to pay your bills, but God's gonna send the angel in, so don't worry. Hey, I did that.
Yeah, that was all right. That was a good one. Let's see, what am I nabbing from this conversation?
Hey, I did that one right there. But yeah, that's basically.
Do it. Say what you're saying.
Huh?
Keep switching.
You good? You good?
Sorry. What I'm nabbing from this conversation, you got don't worry, be happy. I think I got like follow your happiness. Follow it. Trust in it, believe in it, and follow it.
Ooh, trust it.
It will not leave you astray.
I got shirts that's coming out that say I only trust my inner G. I only trust my inner G. INNERG.
Get the shirts.
Get your shirts. They're coming up. I'm gonna start wearing them on the show. Yeah.
Yes, I only trust my inner G.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
All right, y'all. We about to rock out this piece. We about to dope bitch dab out of here. Cause why not?
Cause why not?
Cause why not? So I guess we gonna see you on the flip side. How about that?
On the flip side of this cone. Yep. Works for me.
For me, just for me.
Hey.
Cause we got attitude problems. You know what I'm saying?
That right? That attitude problem.
All right.
Cause I don't do what you want me to do. I got an attitude problem.
Hey.
Don't bitch down on ass.
Come through like a dope bitch dad.